Hello, my Aptera friends. I'm Bruce Nelson, your Aptera brand ambassador, and I'm here on the campus of the Graceland University Student Union. So please excuse some noise, background noise that you may hear from time to time. On this wintry day, it's a good place to talk to you about the forthcoming Aptera. As many of you know, December has been an exciting month. By the end of the month, we expect to see the release of the first uh, Delta drawings, which is the final production version of Aptera. And just to give some background, we've gone through several iterations. The first physical Apteras were unveiled in December of 2020, and those were represented by the Alpha version. Three of those were built, and my wife and I had the great pleasure of having a ride in Luna, the silver one. After that, they had the second Gamma version, which was basically a suspension test mule. Then just last month, we saw the Gamma, which is about 80% perhaps of the final version, with the finalized shape. Also incorporated the solar panels, which had been testing on stationary test rigs for several years. The solar panels are now in limited production, and the Delta is going to have a somewhat larger rear hatch covered with solar panels. The increase in the number of cells has been to avoid losing some of the power that would have been lost through a darker covering that covers the cells in order to make them robust. Two other exciting changes, although it's been shown or telegraphed since the beginning, Aptera now has a supplier for the Tesla power inlets, and that's going to be used on the production vehicles. And since Tesla has about twice as many charging ports in the US as any other vehicle, and the fact with an adapter it will be compatible with all the others, this is great news, and it means the places for Aptera to charge whenever you go a longer distance than what the solar can provide for are going to be greatly multiplied. So I'm quite excited about that. Other advantages are this charging port is lightweight and takes up a lot less space, so the final version of Aptera can be even more aerodynamic. The third big change is a really exciting one, although for myself, because I'm I have an order for one of the early models, it's going to delay my delivery. But the announcement is that the bodies are now going to be made by CPC Group of Italy. CPC has been building carbon fiber bodies for supercars like Lamborghini, Ferrari, and many of the other world's most exotic cars. And they are in the process of putting in presses that will be able to produce bodies that are much more precise, much more lightweight than previous building methods. But the big news here is that they're also going to be able to make many more of them than what Aptera could easily do with the resin infusion process that had been planned and that Gamma was built with. So even though this is going to mean a higher expense in tooling and require more initial investment to get to that point, the ability to ramp up production means that the 37,000 and counting reservation holders who are later in line are going to get their vehicles much more quickly than they otherwise would have. And because of the precision of the process, where each part is going to fit very exactly, I'm really excited, even though it means that my own vehicle is going to be delayed some. The other thing that's going to probably impact this is that when you change the weight of the vehicle, which may happen with these new body panels, it may possibly get somewhat lighter. There may need to be some revision done to the spring rates and to the damping in the suspension. And also the R value, or the insulation value of the body, may change. And if this happens, there may need to be some moderation or alteration done to the air conditioning and heating systems as well to account for this. There could be some other plus benefits, such as having a long delay may make it possible for items such as built-in seat heaters that were difficult to meet manufacturing lead times for what was planned to be the initial introductions may now actually be able to be put into the vehicles. I think that the heated seats may well fall into that category. Another thing that many of us were hoping for is reversing valves so that there could be a heat pump. I'm not sure that the delay is going to be long enough to allow the reversing valves to be installed, but we'll see what happens here. So all in all, it's a very exciting time for fans of Aptera. We have some little disappointing news and possibly a bit longer to wait, but very exciting news in that the quality is increasing from anything that we had originally expected. So thank you very much for your attention, and we look forward to seeing you in our next Aptera video.